Please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Welcome, traders, to this week's analysis of XAU USD Gold. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. Gold again had a good week, but it was slightly confusing for a lot of traders. So let's go back and see what actually happened, and then we'll come to our current trading plan. So if you go and check out my previous analysis, this is what I mentioned in the last analysis. I said, right, but majority of the traders will think that this is a double bottom, and they're right in thinking so. But the main thing is that look at this candlestick, right? This candlestick is not a very bullish candlestick. It looks like a bullish one because it has a huge rejection from the bottom, but over time this is not looking like a very bullish candlestick. The reason behind that is it's very simple. If you pay attention to what actually happened here on the candle was forming, it actually formed by pushing the price down and then coming back up, but it never itself got turned into a bullish candle. It still stayed as a bearish candle or kind of indecision sort of candle. And when usually this happens, usually what market does in the next candle, it tries to fill the wick of the previous candle. So this is still a possibility. We have started a new month, and I know that market is going up, but it can actually go to a certain area, maybe this area or maybe somewhere around here, and then come back down to fill some of these candles. You see, this current candle, this particular candle that completed in the last month, this is August candle. This actually created a double bottom, but if you pay attention to the current structure, right, this the end structure of the candle itself, this actually never closed as a bull candle. And this is why I suggested that the next month, which is the current month, September, this could actually fall down all the way down to fill this candle. It may not completely fill this entire candle, it may do so. Right now this is exactly what is happening. The market is falling down and it is trying to fill that candle. So far it has been able to fill this much. However, there were two places which we were monitoring. One was this level here, because the market could actually go there and fall back down. And then there was another level here, which is far more better. Like if you are looking for better discounted rates for short positions. So the market is expected to go to 1860 or 1880 level at some point in time. The reason behind that is because there are two gaps available there. It may not happen this month, it may happen this year, it may not happen again like next year, because you never know when the gaps are going to get filled. But if the market comes here, then that means we will have very good opportunity to go for a long up to these levels and then go for a short positions once again. Okay, that is a possibility. It is only going to happen if the market crosses this particular level, which is right there around, it's under 1835, 1830 or 1835 level here. um, since markets can create different kinds of structures, so it is possible that this month it can fall all the way down and then come back up, or it can fall all the way down, even further down, and then come back up to close that gap after a few years. So do not try to go and trade for gaps only. Look for the market structures, keep the gaps on your chart, make sure that you understand that there is a possibility that market can go higher or lower to fill those gaps ultimately. So what has happened? We knew that this was an important area, and there was a possibility of the market actually to come back down and fill this gap, fill this candle. And so the market came into this area and started to go down. We never got a confirmation on daily basis to go long on gold on this case. If I go and show you what I mean. So if I have revised these levels anyway, so you will have to go and check out the previous analysis. We never had a proper close around here. We never had a daily basis. We never had a daily basis confirmation here. There was no daily candle closing above these resistance levels, and that is why we never actually went for a long. We in fact looked for a short opportunity. Why? Because this was one of the identified areas to look for a short opportunity, because there was a possibility of candle filling the previous candle's wick. If we had a um, good confirmation from here, we could have actually gone for a long position into 1853 than if to fill these gaps up. right? So that was our plan. Besides that, we were also looking at DXY. I know that DXY is not always in inverse correlation with gold, but in this case it actually worked pretty nicely. I've just posted an analysis on DXY, so if you have not checked it out, go and check it out. So, what is going to happen now on gold? Before we go there, let's look at it on Water Research. By the way, Water Research is a system which actually helps you in making better decisions by showing you early trend directions, changes, and existing trends. And it also helps you, in generating signals and gives you guidance on profit targets and stop loss levels. So, this is what we saw last time. The market was This is the candle we just spoke about. And remember, we were talking about this target. This white dot target is still open. So on multi-month basis, the gold can still fall down to this water curve, which is near about 1580 or 600 level, 1600 level, and it can also fall down to 1550 level or so. So that is still a possibility. On monthly basis, it has started to go down once again. So always put that in your mind that on higher time frame we still have that possibility. On the weekly time frame, remember when we were here, this good water curve, this middle line it acts as a good resistance and support. There were several times it tried to go beyond that line. It never did. This time it did, but almost immediately came back down. So the water curve is still acting as a very good resistance here. So the market has fallen down. This is bullish right now. This is bullish right now, but water curve is acting as resistance, so that's why it has not been able to go beyond that. But in case, as I said, in case it starts to go up, where it is going to go to? It is going to go to the same level that we found in our analysis, which is near about here, right? And in that process, it will create a W pattern. This is the same level, which is right here, okay? And if I open this, that's where it can come to, near about here. And that's exactly been shown by water and visage as well. But for that, it will have to overcome this resistance area, and it also needs to overcome this water curve as well. Okay, since that so far it has not been able to do so. So what now? Right now it is standing right on water wave. That means we could actually look for an upward move, some kind of upward position. Now let's go and check it out, whether we had any kind of upward movement around water wave or not. Okay, and right now this is also standing on water wave on monthly, so I'm expecting market to go slightly above unless that has already happened. So let's go and look at it on daily. On daily time frame, we were expecting upward move, which already did. So you do not expect further upward movement unless you see further confirmations there. Right now at the bottom we are in red. That means the gold is bearish. Now we have got a sell signal, and this is the approximate profit target that it can reach. So this is approximate profit target of 1757, which it can reach. But for that to happen, it will have to cross through some of these support levels. So there is a condition here that it needs to go through some of these support levels, then only it can reach that target here. But so far, this is looking bearish, this is looking bearish, this is bearish target. Only the water curve is acting as support. Water curve has actually turned blue. So you have to be little careful with this, because it is right now standing on the support, but it is also showing bearish signs a little bit. So if you're in doubt, stay out. You do not have to trade gold all the time. You do not have to trade each and every move. But in my own personal plan, what I will do is I will look for a confirmation below this area. Okay, below this area, and then I'll look for a short position. That's what I will look for on gold. Why? Because, as I mentioned before, water curve, if I just expand this, water curve has been bullish so far for months and months and months. This is the first time it has turned red. That means the overall trend on gold is now bearish. It is going to fall down. There may be few cases where it will go back up, but ultimately I'm going to favor my short positions, and this is what I've been saying for past few analysis as well. So even if it goes here all the way to this level, I'll still look for good short positions, because in short positions you will be able to you'll have better chances of success in gold, because the overall higher time frame trend is shifting to the downside. So let's start with weekly time frame. So on weekly time frame, we have this target available to us, which is 1889.58. And then we also have this downward one, which is 1650. Let's go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, we have this target as 1757. And on upside, we have target 1852. If the market starts to go up, then that can act as profit target and resistance as well. If I go to 4 hour time frame, we have this as available target. The previous one actually worked out fine. This was the profit target. And why it worked out? Because we had a very good M pattern, and when M pattern completes, the market goes up, and it went right into this profit target. Okay, so this worked perfectly fine. And personally, I was able to take a short position here because of this engulfing and because of this sell signal that came. This was bearish, and there was an engulfing. And as I said, I was going to favor my short positions more, so I was able to capitalize on it all the way to the near about this level. There was a particular level here where was looking for a long position, short term long position, which did not work out, but short here worked out beautifully. Okay, so let's go and draw those levels for you. So this one is 1775. Let's go and look at 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, we still have this target available to us, which is 1786.54, and 1 hour time frame targets are also lining up with H4. 30 time frame target is this one, 1785, and then we can look for smaller time frame targets as well, which is near about here. Okay, so which has already been reached. So let me show you what is happening right now. So on lower time frames, on 30 minutes time frame, we have this M pattern which is forming. It's a complex M pattern. So if the market comes here, then we can look for a little bit of long position on the gold. So if you're interested in subscribing to What I Envisage, it is available for just another day. After Monday, you will not be able to subscribe to it. So if you're interested, go and find a link below this video, and you can subscribe from there. And if you enjoyed this analysis, find this useful, then make sure you hit the like button and share it with other traders and trading communities. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading week next week. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.